Good morning. Thanks for watching on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube replay. Hashtag below. Let us know where you're from and that you're watching on replay. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Good morning. Welcome to Rise and Radke. Are y'all here this morning?
We
hope so.
Thursday morning.
I actually asked, I'm not going to lie, I asked to take a personal day. I did. But the Attorney General was like, up and at 'em. Get busy. Let's go.
That's not actually true. I'm kind of sitting back.
Good morning, Douglasville, Pennsylvania. Good morning. More Oklahoma. Good morning, Iowa. Oh, Ohio is here.
Ohio.
Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Hi, everyone. Oh, there y'all all are. Hi, everybody. Well, as you're coming in, tell us where you're from. That would be great. Shelby, Texas in the house. Literally. We get you. We feel you, Brittany. We feel you, girl. No, I did. I woke up this morning and I just said, David, can we please just take a personal day? Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling, getting out of this bed. I don't know. There are just some days like that. And plus, do you remember how the other day we asked you guys what Thursdays should be? And we all said, what should kind of the theme for Thursday be? And a lot of people said we should do test it at home Thursday or try it out Thursday or something like that. Well, I got on Amazon a couple of nights ago and I was looking, and y'all, so many things say currently unavailable. So many things. Now, maybe that just happened to be what I was looking up, but they're all unavailable because they don't want to ship them to you right now. And I mean, I don't blame them. You got to do what's necessary for sure. So we can't try anything out today. And not to mention, good morning, as you guys are coming in, Flower Mound, Texas, Mount Airy, North Carolina. That sounds beautiful. Normandy is here, Indiana is here. But I also asked David if I could take a personal day because a couple of nights ago we were watching one of our current favorite series right now, which is Ozark. Any Ozarks in the house?
Great show. Not a family show, but it's a great show.
Not a family show. Some of the most amoral people you've ever met in your life. We actually figured out what the difference was yesterday from immoral and amoral. Immoral is apparently you do the wrong things and you feel bad about it, but you just continue to make these wrong choices and it really affects you personally. You're just immoral. Why do you do it? Amoral is when you make bad choices and it just literally doesn't faze you at all. And that's when we were like, oh yeah, for sure, they're amoral. They are amoral.
Capital A.
But the other reason why I did not want to do that this morning, is because of how I look. And because of this, David, stop it. Because of this quarantine, I look like this every day. And I know you're sick of me looking like this.
Oh, actually, you look better today than yesterday.
I would agree with that. But David said, we were watching Ozark the other night, and this kid was on.
No, I don't say I said. You said.
I'm fixing to tell it the right way. Did you just hear what you said out of your own mouth?
I affirmed what you said.
I said, David, I think I look like that kid. And David goes, no, you don't. And then he looked at it, and then he looked at my hair, and then he looked at that kid's, and he literally busted out laughing, almost tears rolling down his eyes. And he said, oh my gosh, Melissa, I think you're right.
What's his name?
Wyatt on Ozark. Here he is. This is him with his hair. And this is me with mine.
Do you know that the hair and makeup lady on that show works hard to get his hair to look like that?
Every day they bring up a picture of me and they
make it look like this. And 6 hours later, that's what he looks like.
Oh my gosh.
And so you just roll out of bed.
That's right. They have to work on Wyatt to get him to look like this. Me? It's magic. Last night I went to bed, and this is how you know during the quarantine you're watching too much television. Last night I went to bed and I had this burn on my hand, and a couple of you guys told me to treat it because it's going to scar really bad. And y'all told me to treat it with coconut oil, so I did. I rubbed coconut oil all over it, put a Band-Aid on it, But I knew I was going to sleep and I was afraid the Band-Aid would get oily and just roll right off. So Remy wrapped it in this blue, like, athletic tape. Which I sleep with a body pillow every night. Couple of them. I sleep with a body pillow every night, and it's fuzzy. It's got the material on it's fuzzy, and it came unraveled, and it got stuck in the body pillow. And in my dream, I had a dream that I was trying to launder money with the black lady on Good Girls, and that Retta, I love her.
That's her real name.
That's her real name. I want to meet her in person. And my hand got caught, and I kept trying to get away, but they had arrested me, and I couldn't break free. And literally, I woke up, and I was stuck to the body pillow. But I'm dreaming about shows. I'm looking like shows.
Do you know in March, streaming services were up 85%.
Golly. Goodness gracious.
Hey, speaking of streaming services, if you have not caught Melissa's new podcast, Streamer, that's Streamer with an H, like Stream Her, she has a ton of new episodes that are out over the last few weeks. There is not a new one this week, but you need to go check out Streamer anywhere you listen to podcasts. Mm-hmm. And I've seen several people say they're catching us live for the first time, so we love when people let us know they're catching us live for the first time. This is Rise and Radke. It is a nonsensical,
whimsical,
morning
nonsensical, unicorn-like.
That will only improve your life in looking at us going, I have it better than they do.
Looking at this couple and going, I feel better about us, Marcy.
We're not as bad as we thought we were. So anyway, glad to have you here, and be sure to share, and share.
Booze is up 55%.
Booze is 55%.
Booze is up 55%. Somebody just said that. Sydney Joe just said, I'm listening to y'all while writing letters to my students. Teachers, I'm going to tell you something.
We already thought they were here, but now they're going off the
Well,
chart.
but you know what? I'm going to say this, and maybe we should call today Thoughtful Thursday, because I have thoughts.
I was going to say Thankful Thursday.
I have deep thoughts. But I want to say...
By
Melissa Handy. I want to say this seriously to teachers. I just said this to David the other night. I said, David, you and I have always been big fans of public education. We don't homeschool our kids, but that's just because we know they'd be dumb. We're big fans of it. We're proponents of it. We love teachers. I spend most of my fall traveling to schools and speaking at so many back to school assemblies for staff and stuff like that. Convocation. I mean, I do that a lot as part of my job. And I never don't want to do that because I love schools and teachers. But you teachers were thrown a curve ball. You were thrown a curveball. You literally began to feel a little bit of a disconnect from your class come the end of May, because summer's coming and it's time. It's time now to leave that class and let them say goodbye and move on, and others to come in and to win your heart all over again. And so you begin to disconnect from your class. But to just literally up in March have them ripped away, you were not prepared for that. And then on top of all of that, then you're having to learn how to now teach, what do you call it? Virtually. And you're stepping up to the plate on that. Oh, and then we'll also get them packets in case they want to do by packets. And
yesterday
we'll also do parades through their neighborhood.
That's what I was going to say. Yesterday we heard, not in our town, but in another town, where the teachers were driving by the students' houses and waving. They had signs on their car and everything. So
I mean, honestly, I can't commend teachers enough. And I just think what y'all do already is amazing. And I don't say that from a thanks for taking our crowd, although that's true. But to then have to almost learn how to teach in a different way. It's almost like learning to teach in a different language. And y'all are doing it. And Sydney Jo's sitting there writing her students letters. I mean, I just think it's wonderful. And you know what? If you guys are not shooting your teacher a text and saying, thinking about you, know you wish you were in your routine, wish you were at school with your babies. I know even high school teachers, they miss their kids. They didn't get to finish this out.
It's tough. One of the teachers at our kids' homeschool, they were actually dismissed for physically threatening the kids. So it's tough for teachers. We've seen it firsthand.
That's right. My kids have already failed. And that's not on me. That's on them. Turns out they're idiots. Yes, you get it, Melissa. Feeling the love here in California. I have a senior missing out on so much. I cannot thank our teachers enough. I just miss my baby so much. Hurts my heart to be away from them. We didn't get to say goodbye. Teacher in mourning in Apple Valley, California. It breaks my heart, honestly.
Hey, let me say this. Do you remember the name of the lady that said her son was a senior?
I just passed? I'm sorry, I don't.
Anyway, Melissa mentioned this a few weeks ago, but I think as we're getting closer, this is getting more like a reality, that the kids are most likely not going to go back to school. So, I mean, I know that's not official, but I've just heard a lot.
Shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth.
I've just heard a lot of talk about that. And so the kids are missing out a bunch. We had a great time our senior year, just, leading up to graduation and stuff. And so one very small thing that Melissa wanted to do, why don't you tell them?
No, go for it.
Is that we wanted to make this platform available for any valedictorians that were not going to be able to give their, would that be a commencement speech, I guess? Yeah, the graduation speech. So if you have a valedictorian or you know one, or feel free to share this with anyone, it doesn't matter where it's at, anywhere in the world for that matter. We would love to be able to give them a platform to give that speech. They worked a lot through the years to achieve earn that, and so we want them to be able to prepare that speech and be able to give that. So as we're getting closer, that's
I know for some of you would go, well, okay, well, what would that look like? And I know that, we're just saying valedictorians, not because we have any problem with salutatorians or class presidents. But these are the kids who earned this right and were planning to give this speech, fought for this tooth and nail. And so, we're saying valedictorians. And you're saying, well, what would that look like? Well, so we would just do a live. So when Tommy Smith, it was time for him he would just go live on here, and all of his people would know, and then and they could watch, and all of my followers would be watching, and we would just listen to this is the next generation, everybody. This is the next generation. You better listen up. They're going to be running this place someday, and they're going to do it well. I promise you that.
And we may need to, we may do both options. We may have a live, but then there may be some that would prefer and be more comfortable to record it, so they're not so stressed. And so we may need to figure out how to do it both ways, just so nobody misses out on just the stress of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because most graduations wouldn't have they wouldn't have 30,000 people watching, and so that may be.
Somebody just asked if our dishwasher's running. No, it probably should be. There's dishes all over our kitchen. But no, it's our laundry. It's our washing machine. I don't know why the door is open. I don't know. I teach pre-K in an inner city school, and I'm worried about my babies being with their abusers and not being taken care of. Okay, I can't even think about that. I can't think about that. I can't do that. I can't. You see, that's what I'm saying. You have to stay home and think about that. And I can't do it. I can't even imagine it. Oahu, Hawaii is here. Hello, welcome.
Aloha. You had aloha if someone's from Hawaii.
Oahu, Hawaii is here. Hello and welcome.
Aloha.
Oh, aloha doesn't mean hello. It means I love you, right?
Aloha means hello and goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Well, we just mean the greeting part. Don't leave.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was kind of where I'm at today. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Do you have anything else to add? I mean, this may be a short Rise and Radke.
No, I think it's great. There's so many people. I thought about that the other day and didn't tell you about that. Is thankful Thursdays could be a thing too.
David, then I gotta try to think of something I'm thankful for every single week.
No.
Oh, wear myself out.
No, we make them do it.
To say what they're thankful for?
Yeah, we just communicate. They send it in and we just communicate with them.
Somebody just said a minute ago, can you give a shout out to my birthday? And I didn't know if it was a son or daughter because it went by so fast. But that is what we do on Fridays. We do shout outs on Fridays.
Shout out!
He does this every single time I say shout out. Every single time.
But just once. I've limited it to just once.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. The other night we were literally in the kitchen making dinner, and I said, and Remy said something. She's like, "Are you not going to thank me for doing that, Mom?" And I was like, "You know what, Remy? That's right. I'll give you a shout out." And Rocco went, "Shout out!" That's how obnoxious we are. But anyway, we do have Shout Out Fridays, and I've already got my emails coming in from you guys for Shout Out Fridays. You just go to melissa@melissaradke.com. You send me an email, and I will give a shout out. Y'all need to relegate it to anniversaries, birthdays.
Why?
I can't give a shout out to some kid you went to summer camp with just to see if they're still out here. Can you give a shout out to, her name was Melanie, I can't remember her last name, she had brown hair. We went to summer camp in 1988. I just want to see if she happens to be on. I can't do all that.
So you
I'm
just,
not a one-man band.
so you just want to be like Willard Scott and point out the 100-year-olds. Is that it?
It would be amazing. If you want to give a shout out to a 100-year-old, I'll do it for them.
I'm gonna run a risk here. I don't want to upset anybody. I don't believe we have any 100-year-old people watching. I'm just taking a guess.
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
If you are over 100, if you're over 98 and you're watching the Radkeys, first of all, welcome. You are welcome here. But you need to let us know, because we're going to make you high and lift it up, is what we're going to do. Jana Jones says, I sent a shout last week to my bestie, but I didn't hear it. What? I did like 2 or 3 besties last week, Jana Jones. And also, I know you. So if you didn't hear it, God knows you come after me. I'll go and look it up. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Are you sure you weren't the 2 that were wanted for murder when you kill your husband so y'all can be in the nursing home together? I did that one. I know that I did that one.
And that sounds like her.
That sounds like you, Jana. Okay. April is Autism Awareness Month, in case you didn't know. Thank you, Helen Lockwood. I did not know that. I don't know a lot of national things that happen, whether it be in our nation or with our calendars. So thank you for saying that. Is there like a specific day? Like a special day, or is it just a whole month? Is there a day that David and I should wear, what is it, maybe blue or something?
I think in autism yellow? No.
I thought it was blue.
Oh, is it blue?
I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I got to write that on my hand. When will your show be back on? The 12th.
Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
The 12th of never, Sarah. The 12th of never. I'm forever 29. That must mean Irma's getting up there.
Somebody earlier said I'm not 100, but I'm a first-time watcher and I'm 40.
See, Light It Up Blue. This whole month, Light It Up Blue. David, you've been celebrating autism
I celebrate
awareness.
all the time.
You've been celebrating that, thinking of those kiddos for years.
Line me up. Line me up and never stop.
No, sir. Absolutely not. That made you look so middle-aged. You have no
You
idea.
make a grown man cry.
Okay.
He was a grown man crying, so he was already in middle age.
Okay. Well, anyway. Hey, you know what? My kiddos are awake. We're getting some laundry done today. We're working on a puzzle we've got to finish. You know, life is really hectic around here. But hey, would you just not log off for like 1 second? Because I want to end with a quote today. And normally y'all are like, oh, quote time, see ya. And then y'all get off. But this one, y'all, when I read it, it really like stuck out to me. I thought it was powerful. It's from JFK. And I did a report on JFK in the 11th grade. I thought I knew all of his quotes, but I missed this one. I thought it was so powerful. Listen to what he said. He said, in Chinese, there are 2 symbols that are used for the word crisis. Okay? You know, in Chinese lettering, there are 2 symbols that are used for the word crisis. One of the symbols, when alone, represents danger. But one of the symbols represents opportunity. I thought that was so powerful. So in Chinese culture, the word crisis is represented with 2, what am I trying to say? Symbols. One represents danger, but the other represents opportunity. And I do feel like that's kind of where we are right now. We're in the middle of a crisis for sure, and there are a lot of dangers. But if you look closely, there are also a ton of opportunities. And I'm just wondering if you're seeing them. I'm starting to see some, like with the valedictorians. I'm starting to see that. And I love our valedictorians because you're their parents, and I love y'all so much. I want to do whatever I can to help. I'm starting to see some opportunities how we can be there for teachers, or what can we do to help ease that. Autism, you name it. There are opportunities, and let's just look for them. Let's just promise each other here on Rise and Radke that we will look for them. Wouldn't that be great as a community and as a tribe? If we know there's danger, but there's also opportunity. So that's it for us today. Me and my hair buddy are signing off. Does this not look like? Does this not look like? Could be a kid of David. And yeah, if you want to know how to fix your hair like this, then by all means, call me, write me.
Hey, maybe Tutorial Tuesday next week could be you doing this hairstyle.
It would take no time at all. It'd be the shortest tutorial of all time.
She would sit up in bed and go, "Done, son."
You better log off before I take you out.
So you have a good
Bye,
day.
y'all.